Hello everybody, hope all is well. It's another day and another video. Today started out quite hectic, well kinda, just very busy morning. Man, sure seems to take a long time to get out of the house in the morning. Get up, gotta take the dog out. He takes a little while, bring him in, gotta feed the dog. Then just recently I've been cranking out some short 20-minute workouts. So we did that this morning, came back, took a shower. At that point, looking at the clock, I was into a 15-hour fast already. Sometimes I shoot for about 16. So I decided, what the heck, I might as well make breakfast now and get it over with. So I did that. Also, the internet ain't working right. I edited my last video last night and I uploaded it. Woke up this morning and it was only 40% done. So I was trying to get that working, get that uploaded before I leave, and it's still not done. Last time I looked, it said 92%. So hopefully by the time I'm done talking here, that video will be uploaded so I can make a new one today. That's kind of part of the plan for the new year, get more videos out. I'm trying to push my new business, my art business. I want to get that more prominent in my life and maybe back off on the general carpentry work. Doing random jobs at random houses, it's just a lot of work. You know, I got to load up all my tools, take them to the job site, and no matter what I do, it seems like I need every tool I own just to get the job done. So if I'm putting in new doors or new windows in a house, I got to get all my stuff, carry it to the job site, set up, do the work, usually run around, grab some other stuff, load all the tools back up, come back home, and then in between jobs, I might do a random art piece, so I use half of those tools for that. So I'm taking the tools out of the van, bringing them in the shop, going back and forth, loading back up, going to the next job site. Ideally, it would be nice to get set up in my shop over there. Everything will be where I want it. I'm not running all over the place. I can go, get to work in the morning, do my work, and get out of there, and keep a nice job flow going. The only problem I have, I got to figure out how to sell this artwork. So down the road, I'm probably thinking website, maybe some art shows. But right now, my goal is just to build up some inventory so I have a lot of pieces in stock. Also, I'm kind of toying with the side flag business because I can crank out flags a lot quicker and produce them, and they're a lot cheaper than my artwork. Again, the hard part is figuring out how to sell all those things. You know, do I get on Amazon? Then if you get on Amazon, you're talking everything's got to be all legit. Ain't gonna lie, I kind of like a cash business. And yes, like I said earlier, I'm gonna try to document some of the process here on YouTube. Maybe it'll generate more interest towards my art and what I do. Then for the people buying my art, it'll kind of give them an idea who they're buying from. Because what you see on here is really me. I ain't an actor or nothing like that. As a who I am, I'm basically a creator, I guess. I love all things creative. Doesn't really matter what it is, what art form it is. Personally, for me, you know, I make wood art. I'm a carpenter. I paint. I do photography. I'm a songwriter. I play different instruments. What else? Oh, yeah, of course. I create videos here on YouTube. What comes out of my brain 24/7 is thinking about being creative. The next project, future projects. I do sometimes wish I could just pick one route and follow that. You know, maybe just make wood art, or maybe just do photography, maybe just do music. And this is not how I plan on starting today's video. So I'm going to shut up and we're going to move on for the day. And what do I have in store for today? Well, it's going to be more art. I got a piece I started. We're going to go over there and keep working on that. Along the way, hopefully you hear a little good music in the background. Maybe you'll see some pugs, cats. Anyway, guys, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Let's go see what we can get into. Finally, Eddie. We could finally get out of the house and get to work. So what do you want to do? You want to come in the shop Eddie, do you want to come to the shop? Or do you want to stay home? You gotta tell me. I think maybe I'll bring you to the shop. Go to the shop, Eddie. Come on, let's go to the shop. Eddie, are you not interested in going to the shop today? Do you want to go back home? You want to come in? All right, I'll take you back home. Let's go. What do you see? The neighbor leaving. All right, Eddie. You told him. Should I go in? All right, come on. Let's go. Of course, you want a treat before I go, huh? All right. Hold on, buddy. It is almost 11:30. I'm still not out the house. Here you go, buddy. Let's try this again. What do we have for temperature here on this January 4th? Looks like about 22 degrees. Not too bad for this time of year. Could definitely be much worse. And there's my beautiful workshop. Along with the bitchin' van. Last but not least, Lil Big Rig. Finally. Gibson, you in the house somewhere? Gibson, got free pets. Free pets over here. There you go. Always come for the free pet. Good job, buddy. I do have this part of the garage separated just to keep the cats apart. Rocket, you got your spot, staying warm. Finally made it back to the garage. Let's get some freaking work done. Sorry about the Modine noise. It's blowing heat right now. Keeping it nice and toasty in here. Anyway, the first step today, we got these painted up. I'm gonna sand the edges on these. And what we'll do is we'll picture frame. If you guys watched yesterday's video, we'll picture frame the piece I made yesterday. It'll kind of go like so. Obviously, we'll 45 everything, make it look all pretty. Kind of give you a quick idea of what I'm shooting for here. Step one for today, got a little piece of sandpaper. I'm just gonna sand the edges, maybe sand the face a little bit, and we'll go from there. You guys watched my video yesterday. You're seeing that my palm sander is no longer working. Well, it works, it's just not working right. The pad had come off of it. So for now, in the shop here, I just like using hand sandpaper. Get a little cardio workout too. So we'll just hit the edges here. Make a little mess. Let me pull it back here. It's the hardest part about working in here. It's trying to keep the dust at bay. It is very hard. Unfortunately, I got musical equipment in here that gets covered in dust, which is not good for that. Now we'll take it on the face here. I just kind of want these pieces to look a little rough. The more rustic looking, the better in my eyes. So nothing too fancy. We will do this to the rest of them. As for this piece, I haven't quite decided on my pattern choice yet, which usually I never do. I usually just start building, and whatever comes to mind at the time is what direction I follow. I kind of have a rough idea of what I want, but that doesn't mean it'll go as planned. Who knows, the way my luck's been going, this thing will probably break on me today. All right, let's get these things done here. Sandpaper actually gets hot. One final piece. I mean, what else could you do during the coldest month of the year? Hang out in a nice warm shop and work on some art. All right, guys, got these things sanded. Next thing, we will install them and finish out the frame. Actually, let me show you this. Hold on. I forgot to mention. So, what's going to happen is this will be here on the inside. This will be like the mat of a frame. And these pieces I made yesterday, man, look how much I warped just from yesterday. And this is some older wood. Usually it's the new wood that warps. Anyway, this is gonna go here. I don't know if you can kind of see that. And that'll be the frame. And then we will fill in with all our wood strips. But first, before I forget, I do want to draw some center lines here, so I have some reference points. What I'm going to do is find the center point. These are 47, so we will do 23.5 mark here, 23.5 inch mark here. Make sure that transitions both ways. Good, good, good. So we will draw that. I need some better lights in here, which is on my to-do list. Unfortunately, my to-do list is way too freaking long, let me tell you. All right, let's get this marked here. And then we will do the same this way. So we got 23, so 11.5 will be the halfway point. Make sure both sides are good. Looks good. 11.5 here. Looks good. Extend this line, and we will draw that out. Good there. Our center point. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Now we're going to glue these pieces on and make it look all pretty. And there is the picture frame. Next step, we will put the exterior frame on like so. So it'll kind of look like that. There it is, everybody. Next step is the fun part. Now that the frame is done, I'm going to take a break.